did not know that the max was 200. That's new to me. Mastering the day. What was that? Oh, that was...
Wow, you're taking me along. Thank you.
What if there's any treasure back there?
No, it was clear.
Away with you.
What a fight! Each movement had me fixed in a trance. Breathtaking. I'm sure the enemy will think twice before their next attack. Absolutely breathtaking. I'm sure the enemy will think twice before their next attack. This place makes me nervous. Almost as much as standing before the Emperor.
Oh, this damn thing!
Behind you.
Show them what we got. Lovely tactics as always. Amazing.
That would probably be much harder. It's hard on myself.
It'll at least take longer.
What a phenomenal
Damn, I got
cover.
double backs too.
The commander will be pleased, I'm sure.
Yeah, it would have took longer. I mean, I would have managed, but damn. I gotta use this damn, I prefer to have as many enchantments as I can, so it's kind of like a rough sell trying to just use the blue rare items even if it's at a higher power level. Because enchantments do come in handy. You can stagger them, it gives effects and everything, but you should know you're at level 200. Power level 200. Woo.
Are you having issues players joining you?
Hmm? I'm about to get this stuff right here right quick, and then I'm gonna start the next mission of the story. Hot day. Sweet. Nice, got the next. Speaking of which, how far did you get in the battle pass? I bet you got all that too.
Yeah, that's all that's been done.
God damn.
Not much longer for that.
I know, 21 days and then the next season apparently starts. Alright, let's see, hold on, I gotta, let's see what new items I got. Got a new sword. Is that a new hammer? Oh, I gotta fucking meld that together. Is that my new hammer? Is that a new hammer? Standard. How are we looking? Gonna meld that and keep everything else. It's the same shit. Sort of the same damn arrow. Bop. Bop. Okay, let's go up. That can stay the same. That's fine. Ow. Let's see if I even have enough to build this. Set off. Oh, give me a minute, champ. Yes, give me a minute, champ. Just gonna meld this hammer with this hammer, and then it's get on to the next. In fact, make sure it's at the same level. I got a bad habit of doing that. 163, and my current now is 162. It's not really that big of a deal, but okay. This shouldn't take long at all. I'm gonna go with purple items instead this time. I said it's usually the blue items. Relevant. It shouldn't take long. God damn it. See if we can get some out of this. I can't buy anymore right now. Hell yeah, good. Shield you always have it. Oh, come on. And it is. Alright, where am I at now? 161. Should get that up. All right, I should be good to go. Story. All right, I'm ready. Flash rings fade. Okay. 161. Damn, all my shit's negative. I got a negative fire, negative frost, and negative electro.
My weapons are the 2 silk spinners and the tarantulas. 2 tarantulas, 2 silk spinners.
Usually the bigger the bow, you have to manually aim those, which are cool, but they can get annoying sometimes. You got literally back.
You get these from Elpis.
Oh, okay. Still, I prefer the one where you can do it automatically. But it's nice they give you an option to aim certain weapons, like the hammer and everything.
And then you have to farm certain material for it.
Yeah, that too. Oh, blueprint.
Yep, there's blueprints for it.
Okay.
Seed shop, yep.
I haven't really been using much of those. Only if I'm just trying to make a weapon to reach a certain power level. I've been doing fine leveling wise. Sweep the wagons. Uh-oh, she about to Ixon.
Hey, Kane.
Yep, she's about to
I'm doing the regular Elpis.
Regular Elpis.
No, I think it's oh, we're already in it, yeah. It just started. This should be quick.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Missed quite a bit of the game yesterday, making up for it today.
Yeah, that was quite the long unannounced date.
I haven't seen much difference.
I think that screenshot said.
Maybe that's some good quick match.
Maybe, I was hoping maybe they was damn putting cross.
Yeah, I'm playing here with Nimrod. His mic's down. We were trying to fix my echo.
Bloodstorm 2? I'm 192 now. Yes, sir.
You playing that Mass Effect?
No, I'm on Babylon right now.
We just completed ours. We'll be right there.
Look, long day. Holy shit.
All of us had packed our bags and left for the nearest airport as soon as they had finished firing questions at me. I had compelled a private jet for us since there was a long process to go through for commercial flights. Well,
Such phenomenal outcome. The commander will be pleased, I'm sure.
what were you thinking then? Wait a minute. It's only like this. I thought. Don't worry. There were some complications that arose here and we had to get out of town. It was his decision. Why are they? He laughed nervously and said, "Please, I'm sure he'll come in." There are such things. I over what you said when I looked at the server I shrugged. Decided with you. The doppelganger has daggered our dear sister. He is currently in the Salvatore basement. I heard the sound of
Bloodstorm, Bloodstorm, Bloodstorm.
He was super protective of me and Rebecca.
Why'd you go and do that?
The time he himself had daggered Rebecca was due to the fact that we were in danger.
Who's who are,
I mean,
I guess that trait
are you Quan, Fraser?
please,
Elena
hear
was
out
going
my
to.
Yeah.
last wish.
So why not?
We've seen you running around. We've seen
I
you.
husband him after I had calmed myself a bit.
Did y'all post something?
They seemed to have realized that we had
Yeah, it's
Yeah, he's
posted.
got something up.
So Elena
Promise
became
me.
the owner of the house. Again. Nick said in a broad tone.
First time?
Gallagher, stop
Yeah,
where
it's
you
my
are
first
now.
time Bloodborne. I said Bloodborne. Bloodstorm 2.
Oh boy, it's not hard. The chapters are like back to back though. If you really want to get a high score, I don't know. I've seen people like trying to rush through the chapters and skip. You can like skip it in between mobs. I don't think
Nick
it's
stated, and I could imagine the glow on his face.
shitload
Alright,
of
I'm ready.
spike traps, more spike traps. I'm sure they'll like us
So long,
too.
Galahad.
It's really not much different.
Possible motive, but I came up blank. No
T7 was telling me it's like impossible to get a higher score than the 17.
Well, that was him.
100,000
That was what he kept
with
posting
4.
a screenshot of in the one section. He couldn't get pure platinum or couldn't break a certain score.
Yeah,
Anna Gilbert was a
I didn't know that.
Don't worry, Nick. I will be back soon. I need to go.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck those
We have to leave soon.
couple guys in top spot are doing to get such a higher score. I'd love to know.
Let's go, people. I announced putting the phone back in my pocket. Not you.
The old 30-second delay.
1.
Her body couldn't withstand the
Decided the
Icarus
others carried on to
phenomenon.
get into the thing.
It immolated her to
Why?
ash.
Because I said so. I rolled my eyes. But
And
Klaus
Gallagher
said,
gets away.
Finally.
I know what Klaus said.
Forgive
I
us.
don't care. I have
Yeah, I'm rocking 2 tarantulas and 2 silk spinners.
But you did get rid of the creatures, right,
The
Scarecrow?
sword and the bow. How was the bow? I'm debating. I was really debating buying it.
It's pretty good.
Very right,
Pretty nice. It's a skewer, right? Piercing shot.
Yep.
And with Urum Miguel defeated as well, I'd say this should reflect quite well on our sentinels.
My eyes glazed and I whispered.
I think I have like fast charge 9 going on.
Celebrating.
I narrowed my eyes at you. I didn't
True.
really want to find
The
out.
immediate threat
If
has
it
ceased for
stacks.
now. I thank you for that.
So I used Plan B compulsion.
Oh, it definitely stacks. It definitely stacks.
We'll go back to Mystic
Good
Falls to
job,
class and
Sentinels.
not read a word about Catherine. You will not protest to anything and just do as I told you to. Sorry, sweetheart. Compulsion doesn't work on me. I am on Bravo. Michael said smoking victorious.
Alone again, huh?
Seriously, still not taking damage.
Found a bow that has slow when you use a potion.
Sorry.
I hate him so much.
Yeah, I don't know about the potion slow. I feel like
I
it's
heard Michael call out.
way too limited compared to perfect dodge, you know.
I knew that Michael would tell me. And Catherine wasn't Nick's most
And if you could
favorite
force use a potion
Michael knew
when
exactly
you were
how.
at full health, maybe
Not until that white
worth
sun is
it.
down.
But then
for
you're still
good.
limited to five
And if he needed
five
those
fucking
points,
time,
he
no
would
matter
use
what,
those
versus
points. But mostly he
perfect
would
dodge, you know.
After
Well,
all,
you team it up with perfect dodge.
Could stack them, yeah. I wonder if it's more chance to apply, maybe.
He cared for me in his own way.
Because I know we've definitely seen it not land before when it
He was the
should.
one getting pissed at me.
Perfect dodge, so.
He never gave up on me. He was the person who told me that I shouldn't be my emotions. Nick had his emotions, but they were deep down in him. Not ready to be uncovered anytime soon. I grabbed my bags and got into the plane. I took the empty seat next
What
to
the fuck? What are we listening to? Is this like How to Learn English or something? I'm so confused.
Michael and Tyler were sitting behind us in the Lambert
Is it an audio book?
It's
Yeah, it's audio book.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
I heard
Originals
this.
or
I saw this fucking ad for an audiobook earlier on YouTube, and like, it was like a 2-minute ad, you know, and they were telling the story. And just the way that the person was reading the story was so fucking pretentious and annoying. It made it like, I don't want to listen to. I would rather read than put myself through this person's voice. Like, this one, that one sounds okay, but man, the one I heard earlier, holy fuck! I thought, why would you want to listen to that?
Werewolf can kill a vampire. Yeah, she is fine. Dead before I ripped
is it True Blood or Originals?
Probably hates me now.
Oh, you're asking what the story is?
Maybe
Is
not
it
her.
true? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a Vampire Diaries fanfiction. Klaus's
you
twin
go.
sister.
In a nutshell.
We miss it. Oh, it's roly poly run around.
Michael snorted and I turned to face him with a raised eyebrow.
Damn your damage barrier.
I have horrible people's skills. I said to him, shrugging. Yeah, that's true as well. He replied after a while, not accepting the reply I had given him. By the way, it seems that Rebecca has been daggered by the doppelganger village.
Yeah, we're in Bloodstorm 2.
She did.
Did you start another quest?
Her eyes widened. I could understand her reaction. I had reacted the same way. A human daggering an original.
Just, I haven't done much in the duels, I believe. I think I've done most of the skirmishes.
Yeah.
The duels are the ones I haven't
That
done.
made it
You gotta protect the cargo.
Klaus informed me of this just now.
Sieges.
Thank you. I see, there goes to show you. I haven't played the video. I can't even remember the bother remembering the name of it.
Yeah, the sieges are always those same 3. They just like rotate.
I would know.
Once a week.
I went to 1 and I was below the level, so I did this clever thing where I was knocking enemies off the map, but ended up failing it because I couldn't hurt nobody.
Why he sound like he all the way in Cincinnati, bro?
That's what I was saying a minute ago. He's definitely super far away. I think your mic is like way far away, bro.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, I like that one. Why does it sound like he's across the river?
Just like you.
Is this close enough?
Yeah, we tried working with the mics earlier.
It said mine had an echo coming out of it.
I wasn't really.
And bro, come back. Come back.
No, I don't hear an echo. Just like really, really far away.
You're all the way across the pond.
Yeah, man.
Let me turn him up.
Probably gonna have to tweak this a little bit.
That's Rakeem. That's far away.
What's up with all these spikes? Goddamn.
And they move like such weird, jerky patterns too. It's kind of a pain in the ass. To be honest, it's not easy to dodge them sometimes. You can actually, if you knock them into the lava, they'll die. The spikes, I don't think hurts them.
But like you knock them off the stage, that harms you. Knock them into the water.
Just off the stage and the lava, it's basically an instant kill. Yeah.
Why in the world couldn't you do it with the spikes? Is beyond me.
Because the spikes procedurally generate out of their butt cheeks, apparently. They're immune to them. The lava, on the other hand, that was just there already, you know. You miss them.
I sensed some anger and frustration in her, but I
Oh, give me a minute, Hydro. I'm just getting unlocking the rest of these battle tiers. I mean, battle pass things.
Sounds a bit like you if you were moving.
You're good. We're coming up to the last part
Alright.
of our
So this
quest.
part you can kind of skip. You can just hit the barrel.
Yeah, jump straight up.
Pretty much all the way. Are you skipping over the side right there? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, you just jump straight up.
I tried to do it one time, kept falling off the edge. I have to fuck with it again. I want my gold.
I had to figure out how T7 was getting up there so fast.
Always the helpless victim.
Definitely makes sense. Dude, those bows are massive, man. The Elvis
Right?
bow, my god, it's fucking... It's
It's
taller than
literally-
you. It's legit taller than you.
It's literally 2 of those swords put together to make 1 bow.
Oh, that is. Yeah. Just like she holds it. And it does immobilize, right? It's with the locked enchantment is?
Yep.
Have you
They're
fucked with
maxed
it
out
much?
too.
Does it slow them down? Does it stop them in their tracks? What the fuck have you been seeing it proc?
Yep. I just have to have enough SP. It drains SP a lot.
Yeah, when we get back, tell me what the capped max enchantment reads at full level. I'm very curious. I'd probably go ahead and grab it. Every time I buy something with siege tickets, I regret it instantly. I'm like,
Yeah, that's what I just got done doing this morning. Maxing out these swords and the bows.
the sword's definitely like a nice archetype, and it's lightning and it swings nice. It's got the good speed and the siphon, but the locked enchantment, I'm like, I don't know. You dash and you get some crit,
It's mainly the SP gain and the HP gain.
Well, yeah,
What
it's
I
got
have-
good,
how I
it's
have
got
it set
good
up.
random rolls for sure, but as far as just that locked enchantment, I feel like it's kind of, it's not terrible, but it's better.
What's the sword we get from the dragon?
Well, that's what I was just thinking the other day. What do you use?
Because someone was telling me there's a sword you get from the dragon. I don't remember what sword that is.
It must be one of the ones that you buy in the shop.
What, from Kerr?
Yeah, it must be.
I got it right now. It's this.
That one?
What's the name of it? It's like the. Yeah, and it must take one of his horns to.
It takes his claw.
His claw, the little, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm using it right now.
What are the horns for? Because you get golden horns from my thing.
It's just like to craft the Elpis weapon, same concept.
It's a claw.
It's a claw, yeah, it's a drop.
It's used to upgrade and craft.
So tell us the name and what the locked enchantment is when we get back here.
Damn, I wish I got that skill bonus.
Oh, you'll get it. The last bonus. Yeah, you probably just got to get pure platinum all the way through. You'll get it.
Yeah.
Can you put up the tear bubble thingy and do so that the others know what I'm saying? Asked in a rush. I did as you told me and said, I give it back.
Good. My cat got scared. I came in the kitchen, stomping my feet. Poor thing. She ran away and was outside for a whole month on her own. Just got her back 2 days ago.
I am extremely distant. He has been behaving really distant with me and doesn't.
I didn't mean to scare you. No, it's
I
okay.
feel like I don't know him anymore. Frustration lays to words. You get me a lead.
Dude, a lot of the pants in the game are booty. Oh man, I'm not going now.
What the hell?
Yeah, the pants are like the hardest slot to find to make look good, I feel like.
Dude, the way this game is designed, the fact that you can make a grown man have like a look like their testicles never rescinded, man, you'd think that the SJW motherfuckers be all over this damn game, but nope, they only want the shit that's popular.
Oh my god. Alright, Quan, what's the name of that sword?
What's the name of the sword? Oh, it's called. Where is it? Hellfire.
Hellfire. Read the locked enchantment for us, please.
The what? The enchantments?
The locked one, just the top one, the permanent one.
Snipe.
This guy had a spell put on him.
It makes it snipe. Does it do anything else? Is it just snipe?
Yeah, that's when you use it as an astral weapon, though.
As spectral, right. What is the
Damage boost. +2.
What is like the speed and the spirit siphon on it?
Spirit siphon is 13 plus, which
Read
puts
the
it
number.
at 71.
Oh, okay, it's high. What about the speed?
53.
Okay, so that's the good. Decent,
Critical is
fast.
64.
As long as they ain't one of them slow swinging ones, I'm good. That's the decent one there. It's good. It's got the high spirit siphon.
I really don't like snipe. I wish I.
Is it elemental? Does it have the elemental symbol up in the corner next to
Yeah,
the
it's fire.
enchantment?
It's hellfire.
It's fire. Oh, okay. So it's fire and it can snipe.
Like fire,
Interesting.
hellfire.
Yeah, those snipe weapons. I don't know. I mean, obviously you can use it in your light or heavy still, but kind of.
Yeah.
You know, kind of wasting a slot. But those siege weapons tend to have higher tier random enchantments anyway, so for that alone it's good, you know, like the blueprints from the skirmishes only tend to go up to like tier 2 and 3, whereas those ones you buy with the tickets, you know, they'll go up to tier 3, tier 4, you know. Even though that permanent enchantment might not be the best, it's still good because the other 3 are technically high, you know what I'm saying? So is that one 15 tickets? I'm just gonna get the fucking bow. I wanted to make a bow bill on the shit anyway. And the bow is lightning too, right, Troll? Is that what you're sending pictures of?
Yes.
I know, that was very pinky and brainish. Yes. Precise plus 3 enemies nearby. Is it no enemies nearby or enemies near or having enemies nearby?
That's confusing, no?
Enemy and region 4. 30 consecutive hits. That's high. Like the skirmish blueprints don't go to tier 4 on 30 consecutive hits. That's high as fuck. And then passive boost charge attack, critical chance from. Oh, that's for precise blows. Excuse me. And no enemies nearby. I'd probably roll that for something else because I want to do it on. I think on this.
And you said dot is really good, right? DOT good.
Yeah, I mean, depending, especially for if you have a lot of elemental weapons, yeah, and a lot of them can have like an additional way to put a dot on them. Like I've seen, like there's like a ice staff that can have a random enchantment that like gives poison, you know. So it just depends on how you want to.
You doing that again?
Sure.
Alright.
See if we can't get your skilled completion. Let me check my orders real quick.
You can Bell join us, Nimrod?
Hold on. I'm almost done. I'm almost ready to mess with some stuff.
Oh, I have a Bloodstorm 2 pure platinum. Let's see.
Flying is obviously more important. Caroline rumbled at top speed. I have strained to actually understand. Who is this guy here?
Can we get a pure platinum?
The only person who could have a chance to take down an original was a ritual, in this case the warlock. Bonnie said that it was someone named Mikhail.
Have you done Bloodstorm 1, Nimrod?
Bloodstorm? Hold on. Let me see. I gotta check my missions.
The new gauntlet.
That mission sounds
It's in the first abandoned cloister. It's the gauntlet at the very bottom.
Alright, gotcha. I'm about to go check it out. Hold on.
Nick was alone in Mystic Falls.
Look at all this new stuff I got. I just got to
Mikhail found the
Go to the blockade section.
Gotcha. You said abandoned cloister. Check to see if I did Bloodstorm number 1.
First abandoned cloister, yeah.
Gotcha. Hold on. Check it out.
is going to show. And here
Like the very first node down.
Cloister. First abandoned cloister.
I blinked a couple times.
Nope, I haven't done Bloodstorm number 1 at all.
You don't want to drop and do one?
Alright. Yeah, I'll go ahead and start it.
Yeah, we can.
Alright. No, don't start it. Yeah, go ahead and post it and we'll join you.
Alright.
What happened? Stefan asked, hesitantly afraid of the answer. Mikhail.
What power level are you?
Let's see. Right now, 162.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah, I
good.
should be fine. The mission right now is 1 the power level recommended is
Bonnie and the
150.
gang are trying to
So I
break
should be
it and
fine.
awaken Mikhail. I'm on mind. This is the time. But I couldn't.
Have you done the other gauntlet? Have you done the gauntlet in Elysium? The combustion chamber where they drop the exploding balls?
You guys doing that?
No. Drop yours and join Nimrod's. He hasn't done part 1 yet.
Alright.
Yeah, this is actually the second gauntlet. There's another original gauntlet in the robot zone in Elysium.
I hate long hair. Now I'm starting to hate long hair, bruh. My long ass hair, bruh. It feels like something's crawling on me because that shit is on my back. So like,
I didn't know if you were talking about your character or real life.
Real life. Feels like something crawling on me.
Oh, damn. Is that what that is?
I mean, did this long hair come out of nowhere? Did it grow overnight, or shouldn't you be accustomed to said feeling of long hair?
I'm just saying, I have long hair, right? And like when you have long hair and you just sitting down or just laying somewhere, like, and then like you move your head a certain way, your hair just things across your skin.
It just still surprises you every now and then.
Yeah, bro, that shit is crazy, bro.
Not a problem I've had to deal with like in 35 years.
No tear protection.
Yay! Troll gimps my build with his chest piece, so I'm glad when he doesn't wear it.
What the hell is this?
It's Bloodstorm.
It's basically like all of the new skirmishes in this new zone kind of strung together into one big long mission.
Okay, that's kind of cool, but just this all these damn.
We're gonna hop up here to the next section. Yeah, it's like a little mini raid. This one's not nearly as bad as the combustion chamber one. That one, you don't want to know if you haven't done that one yet. Yeah, you're in for a surprise.
Yeah, they'll probably get one hit.
The goddess of war favors you as well. Honestly, I'm a bit jealous.
These goddamn stupid ball things are everywhere!
I thought to myself, we are not going down. The essence of a hybrid seems to be one really
Away with you.
It seems like the goddess of war favors you as well. Honestly, I'm a bit jealous.
one of the mountains of the earth.
This is kind of cool, but goddamn. So many environmental hazards.
Definitely one of the longer ones too. There's like 9 chapters.
I would not be ready for this if I was trying to get it on
I love how hyped it is. I love it. It's like I get so hyped every time there's new shit in this game. Oh my god, stop soul sharing. Fuck. Well, you try when you get locked out of the chapter and you have to hit the button through the wall, but it's still the prompt is still on the character, and so it tries to shoot the soul share at them instead of the. It's fucking annoying. You have to like turn your camera so that all the players are out of view. Like.
I understand. Trust me. I don't use soul share at all. I prefer to use the vault, soul vault.
I don't normally use it, but on this character, it happens to have a really good one on the tree for axes, and so there's a chest over here.
Oh, yeah, I understand. I just like using it like if you got like an environmental hazard, or if you're trying to use the environment, like knocking people off the stage or into the lava, really comes in handy with soul. Especially with
I take it you're talking about the knockback vault with Hycean, yeah.
I love using knockback vault. That's my stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. My only gripe with that is sometimes it like legit knocks them back too far for what you're trying to do, like out of range of your spectral weapons, you know.
Or you'll knock them into a wall and then you can't get them off the stage.
They'll be stuck or whatever. I think it's honestly I haven't tried it yet, but I think it might be really good with like 2 really good bows, you know, because then it doesn't matter how far you knock them back. You know, you let your charge attack go, and it's gonna fucking hit them. You know, versus a sword or an axe or a hammer, where you know they might get knocked out of range. And it depends. Like sometimes you can trip them up so they don't go back super far, but sometimes they just go.
I understand what you're saying. Oh shit, damn, he's dead and that thing's still like. Oh, that's that bullshit right there.
But yeah, Soul Share is definitely the most cumbersome of the abilities. It is. It's just awkward to use. You gotta like stop and aim at the, you know.
I guess it's supposed to be sort of like a healing class. That's what I.
Yeah, it's different. Well, yeah, for your class, it'll heal who you're attached to. For the Agavian class, it'll give them a defensive buff. For the Molzamite that I'm playing, you take an offensive buff from an ally. Just each class, it functions slightly differently, basically.
Yeah. Oh shit! What the hell did I get lost? I just saw you already about this bit.
You gotta point up. There's like jumps upward. Kind of at an angle, it kind of goes side to side. You're good.
I just disappeared.
He turned to look at me with an amused expression on his face. Not a word. I warned him.
Breaking them. I'm like the fat kid that's behind everybody at the TV.
Coming back for you.
I'm getting back.
You're coming. You're getting there. There you go.
I'm like the fat kid. The last kind of like that.
Eddie. Eddie's about to get smacked up.
Who the blame for these fucking levels? Is this black or square's fault? Who thought this was a good idea?
Bye.
It seems like the goddess of war favors you as well. Honestly,
Now that my
I'm a
brain
bit jealous.
There's any boxes around here.
I can't help but go through what had happened just a few seconds ago.
I've looked. I don't think there
Yeah,
is.
usually you guys, especially in the last boss area, sometimes you look around, you might find a chest somewhere and stuff.
There is usually at least a hidden pocket or two in these, though, or there can be. A chest, of course.
An absolute victory. I knew you'd pull it
Put
off.
me down, Stefan. You bunny-eating crazy vampire.
Bunny-eating crazy vampire. And I don't know if you know this, but these gauntlets are going to be your main source of those magnets, those fusion magnets. And that's what you're going to need to re-roll your gear, basically.
The magnets you need the magnets to re-roll, to roll your gear, like to, you know, change your enhancements.
To
Refine.
You can, yeah, it's for refining. You can change one of the random enchantments. One of those last 3 rolls you can change.
Okay, I'm getting Splatoon vibes from that. It's like getting those damn shells so you can re-roll your stuff. I never really used them.
Pretty much.
Twos.
But I might use it just because y'all recommend it, because it kind of, when you get told by the game you can't stack certain abilities, it kind of is like, okay, what's the point?
Yes, I was still on it.
Wait, can't stack what? What are you talking
He
about?
said something about you can't stack certain abilities. I know I heard y'all talking about that earlier.
Ice cold.
About stacking
Well,
certain
I mean,
enchantments.
like enchantments, you can. It depends on if it's like a like if you see something that says like, you know, XYZ raises crit chance level 2.
Oh, okay.
You know, that can stack with other things that raise crit chance up to a maximum of level 10.
Wow. Okay. Huh. That must
Yeah, and they might affect it in different ways. Like you might have one that like, you know, lowers the amount of time or number of hits that it takes to proc or etc. How strong the bonus is. But yeah, the shit definitely stacks.
Okay, gotcha. I swear to God, they did not make it sound like that at all.
They may have been talking about something specific, like, I don't know, like, I'm trying to think of an example. Like two people soul sharing, which I think would still work. Like I don't know. You talking about like a tutorial that popped up in the game was saying
Yes.
Joanna.
Yes, it was them.
Curious
It was that said that.
Do you remember specifically what it was talking about?
You know what, man? It's been a while. I've been playing this game
Not
since
sure.
the demo came out, so I don't know if they changed anything or what. So it's kind of hard for me to say.
Oh, so you've been playing since demo? Did you just stop for a while, or just
I
on
only
and off?
stopped a
Or
little bit for a while because I couldn't find time during the Near Automata event. I played most of that, but after that I kind of was off for like 2 weeks, so I don't know what they've changed.
What is going on here, my dear?
I mean, they haven't made any drastic changes gameplay-wise. They've obviously added a lot of content. They did some shit with like the crit damage nerfing, like it was stacking too high, and so they nerfed it down because like people, you could basically get 100% crit chance, which I mean, let's be real, that's broken. So other than that, I don't think there were any like major changes.
This is Catherine Pierce. Joe said finishing us in.
What the hell is all this?
Joe, Catherine is helping me out. Not so bad
Okay, there we go.
I wasn't even paying attention to what ranks we got through there.
Oh, shit.
I don't think she likes me.
Oh, I guess we got pretty hot. So he's probably too. How you said you're in the 160s?
Yeah, I'm in the 160s.
He's too low for part 2.
He really is.
What level you got me at? What level you got me at for part 2?
190.
Damn. Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean you could swing like if you were like in mid 180s, you'd be alright. But if you're 10 levels or more under, you'll get one shot. You won't do any damage.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh man, that sucks.
And Rebecca when she was undone.
You know what? Ah, shit. Can I enhance anything?
And Joanna were at Mystic Room.
I can enhance.
We were on the search for Damon.
I'm at 193 now.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
I wish I could upgrade my Gideon coffin some more. That would be nice right about now.
Why don't we knock out the? Or we already did part 2 for you. Why don't we do some of your sieges and get you caught up or whatever?
Yeah. All right, which one?
You haven't
And what?
Have you finished the new story?
Yeah, I'm done with the story. The story's done.
Next, just go to the
Then just
The new
start
story.
like all through the new blockade, all through the second abandoned cloister, and the jail of joy. Do you have that unlocked in the blockade section? Do you have the jail of joy and the Elpis and all that?
Check it out now, Bill Captain. Let's see, Goal of Joy. Let me see. In terms of what I got unlocked, I can do the Elpis boss battle on hard.
Oh yeah, so you're through the story. So just start posting any skirmishes you haven't done.
Oh, I haven't done well. There's one right now at 155 in the Ashes and the Goal of Joy.
Post it up.
All right, go ahead. I'm starting it right now. It's only 155 though.
Because any skirmish you haven't done, it don't matter what level it is, you got to do it. So
Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna say shit.
if you got to go back and do the lower ones to get caught up, like you got to do, because every one of them gives a blueprint.
Oh, okay.
Stefan couldn't believe his
Oh
ears.
god, my bro accent.
He had thought that Damon was in love.
And there's like I think there's like just in the volcanic cloister alone, there's like 15
Damn.
new ones. Because they do the same ones 3 times. You know, there's zone A, B, C, D, E tier 1, zone A, B, C, D, E tier 2, zone A, B, C, D, E tier 3. You know, Yeah, there's quite a few.
Is the younger sister who just follows her
Oh man,
older
it's Babylon's fault.
Who we missing? Quan, you coming? Or you might not have done this. Have you done this?
favorite. And it seemed that even after... Alright. Amelia
Did I hit
isn't
Oh shit, Kane, I thought your character looked like a pirate for a minute there.
to Mikhail not knowing that Amelia...
I was trying to make her look like my mom's character.
Ah!
Amelia herself said while entering the house.
I don't normally rock female characters. This is my fourth. I've finally made the fourth character, and that's something else. I don't know if you knew. Do you have multiple classes? Do you have multiple characters?
No, I only use. It's the same thing with me and Destiny. I only use one character. Oh shit! I'm sorry,
If
man.
you want to try to.
I missed to press triangle. Quan, sorry.
Oh shit! I didn't think he was coming. My bad.
Nah, I'm not.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Quan's character's a gigantic bunny, and freaking Hydra's character looks like a character from Monster Hunter.
Damn right. My character's a Usagi.
I love that helmet. If you want to burn through the battle pass quick, though, you know you can repeat each character can repeat the dailies, weeklies, and seasonals, and get so you can really crank out the battle pass points quicker that way if you want to. And all your gear is shared too. So if you made another character that character level, they'd be level 1, but you could slap any extra gear you have on them and start running straight through the missions.
I might try that new character with the axe class, the one that's supposed to be good with the axe class.
Yeah, that's what I'm using right now. She's
you can actually move instead of looking like an idiot. I mean, you can move with the whole.
well, that's what's so great about axes in general is you can run and fucking charge them. It makes a huge difference, and the AOE is insane. I mean, they cover even though Troll was making fun of me for missing the other day. they cover a nice little area.
It's beautiful. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can move with the hammer, but you use spirit.
Technically. You can walk. And you can, but then you're sucking up all your SP, so.
You don't need that to move around. Sometimes this shit gets crazy.
I did make a hammer build on her, and it's definitely does a shitload of damage. You just gotta play, you just gotta get used to playing that way. You can't start charging them until you get right up on the enemy, or you're never gonna get there. So you gotta have a lot of fast charge. So that, it doesn't take forever to charge them, since you don't really, because with the axe, you can just start charging it while you're fucking running up to them, Make them go pop like that. Bye-bye.
I can't shake it from my mind.
It's a chest over here.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
For 2 months, without a clear answer. I am so sorry, Dad.
Chest right here.
I said sincere. You didn't even call me back. I am so sorry.
Oh, down there, enemy thing, right here.
What was it?
What the fuck is that?
It's a solid Twiggy.
I have never seen a spider look like that. That's just too many babies. It was moving so weird, like, I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, they did a good job on the I like the little armor design on the named guys.
I heard it. I was coming and no excuse. I sighed and slumped down in a nearby chair. I don't need this. After paying for the
For Christ's sake, break the chain. Really gotta hold the button for a minute to break it.
I mean, not buff, but yeah, buff. I actually like that little That's actually pretty cool. You can do both.
I think mine, I'm actually taking a buff from you. You're not losing anything, I'm just gaining more buffs. And for the Heisey and for that knockback vault that you like, I don't know if you've played around with the skill tree much, but if you max out that top node, the one that says it increases the accuracy, that allows you to do it from much further away. Like, you can get some mega distance. If you put it on tier 5, it is insane. I don't know, and again, forgive me if you know this, but like, I just figured it out I was like, because I never fucked with it. I never fucked with that top tier. Yeah, I never maxed out that, tried it with that top node maxed out where it's level 5 accuracy, and it makes it so you can proc it across the whole fucking screen.
I put all my thing on 5 right now for my getting off the soul vault. I played it all the way on survival instinct, so I can usually cover health if I'm not doing well. So I can change the game a little bit.
Oh, it makes a big difference.
Oh, it does. Oh, it definitely does. Yeah, you're right. I should have put that vault into the. Oh, damn, that's a different looking shoe. I've never seen that before.
They probably thought I wasn't a big enough threat.
Alright, hope now I gotta upgrade and see what new gear I got so we can go ahead and try to get to Bloodstorm number 2. Y'all talking about I gotta be at like what, 180 or something?
Over to the closest coffin and
You could probably swing it at like 185, but yeah, really you should be 190.
We opened them. Tilda third pub. The trio had come up with an almost foolproof plan.
Oh yeah, and also Kane. The whole thing with the whole female characters, gotta always remember, female characters have smaller hitboxes 9 times out of 10. Everybody says, well,
hey, that's
like,
not a bad thing. Dude, you know what's weird? Because my first 3 characters were male characters, and if you go to the barber, it lets you change the head to a female head, but it doesn't change the body, and you can't change the body type. But it lets you put the female looking head on, which I don't know if they intentionally did for like people that want to be like trans in a weird way.
That's the thing that confuses the hell out of me. I'm like, well, you think these guys will be.
But it just looks awkward as fuck, because like most trans people want to be fully trans, not a woman's head with a man's body. It's super awkward. Super awkward looking.
It's super awkward, but hey, you know what? Like I told you,
you can't tell like a whole lot if you're wearing like full armor like this, but like I was fucking with that little skin tight Nier suit, and so you see like these broad ass shoulders and like square tits, and then a woman's head, and you're like, okay, that don't look right.
Oh man, but it's funny actually, man. That's actually kind of funny.
Let me know when you throw up the next one. I'm just scrapping some stuff real quick.
Alright, I'm just right now messing with my gear, trying to get at the most power I can right now. Let's see, what else do I need to do?
In with him. I asked, getting up and glaring at him.
Is there anything I can upgrade? I mean, enhance? Well, the enhance don't matter. At least, nah, I think all my gear's currently as strong as it's gonna get.
I tried to take a step towards them, but wobbling a bit. The performing of the spell, ingesting vervain and wolfsbane was taking its toll on me.
Alright.
A place where he will stay out of our plans, he said, and disappeared out of sight. I was grinning to myself when I heard last night.
Gold.
I couldn't believe how easily they fell.
There's a platinum.
She happens to be half vampire, half witch. Until now, only me and some of my hybrids know her. But I trust them with
Oh.
They're already like her, and I know.
Oh my god, I'm getting old. Why are you just staring at me? Lay down.
And they know that Joe is important.
Alright, let's see if the last mission closer.
Nick, you have to understand that I consider Joe's family. Maybe at some point you will be able to accept the truth. I would love it if you tried to be close to her, and I would talk with her as well.
Should I go for leech-infested waters next in skirmishes?
Yeah, keep them going. Keep them going.
Alright, sorry.
And it isn't even funny. What will dash he kept on going, not noticing Caroline there. Plus, I nudged him and he shut up. He glared at me and I nodded towards Caroline, who gave an awkward wave.
You should be able to jump. You should be able to get to 200 pretty quick.
The expression on Nick's face was precious. One second he was all angry at me and the next he was standing there imitating a goldfish. He looked between me and Caroline a couple times and I almost lost it.
He's almost at 183 skirmish.
Yeah, you might have to jump back to another zone or whatever.
193. 183 with the.
You could craft your way up
rolling
from
pin.
193. Just go to fucking Isham and just start making shit, and everything you craft will roll a couple levels higher than your average. And then just keep going, keep doing that. Like you can literally sit there and craft and watch the crafting level increase and increase the more stuff you make.
Amelia explained.
And you don't even have to equip it either. It's like a theoretical gear score. As long as you have that equipment in your inventory that's higher level, it's gonna craft slightly higher than that if you bring all of your slots up to that minimum. You know.
You joining us, Quan?
Yeah, hold on.
Depends on how much you have. Class asked her. Well, I have to do Caroline started, but was cut off by Amelia's hysterical giggle.
And there's Bob.
Practically, Ed plays calm or even starts screaming at Amelia.
Woo!
I want Caroline to make
Now like some cayenne pepper mixed with juice.
I figured that.
Alright.
Let me finish.
Did I turn this on?
A little
Okay.
hurt passed through Caroline's eyes, which didn't go unnoticed by Amelia. Amelia licked at the hand over her mouth and clasped. Why the hell did you do that?
What's up, Bob?
What's up, Ty?
Caroline gave a soft chuckle.
Hello.
His twin. I am standing right here. There.
Bob. Hello, Bob.
Yeah, what's up?
I am not making any plans.
Okay.
Hi, Joe. Didn't I send you a friend invite? You send me one?
Yeah, just did.
Called his eyes at her and said to Caroline.
I thought it's already added.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Oh, you sent me the friend invite. I never accepted. You have to make it. Whatever.
Are you getting on Babylon?
Yeah, I'm gonna go on Babylon. I saw that. I saw what's online. And we're in the party. Not that shit. My game too. I still listen to what do you call it?
Hell yeah, reading and playing video games at the same time. Doable.
Yeah.
It's called multitasking.
That way you don't feel so guilty about playing video games.
I get in my reading and I play my video games.
I'm reading and I'm playing video games. Guilt-free video gaming.
Reading edifies the mind, man.
That's true.
I didn't know you can charge a light attack.
With certain weapons, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna join them just kinda since this part in Diablo. Get a fucking checkpoint.
I can't shake it from my mind.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
Chest and a back.
It's rather triple what's what old boy.
She was found in the back.
Always check bottom of stairs, Dennis. God damn this fucker.
You like what you're watching? Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Spectral shields are nice, huh?
You guys are gonna hear my daughter probably during this entire time, but she's very quiet. She's not annoying. She's not annoying. She's a good girl.
That's what I like about the soul balls. The shield thing, you can instantaneously break through their
Yeah, it's great for guard break, isn't it? Yeah.
automatic.
I asked Fluffy on my neck and resting on elbows. The homecoming dance. Oh yeah. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? She has to obviously compete. The homecoming dance is not easy. It is just not at the gym of the school anymore. Last books and skins and it is now shifted to the Caroline found it into her heart now.
This place makes me nervous. Almost as much as standing before the Emperor.
Ah, Eddie. I need lots of Eddies. Shit.
That's what I call running a train.
That's called Debuff City. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Yep, somebody sounds like they need a nap. At least.
Gotta go to work tonight. Finally back on schedule.
Vacation.
What do you do?
Security.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I think after I retire, I think either do security or probably do like try and join the CIA or something like that. Fuck my life.
Wait, what's that?
Sarah and Caroline in the background.
Willie and Ellen. What is that? Hat?
It was a miracle that their face didn't break into two. I knew exactly what was going on in their minds.
Well, hopefully if I do that, if I try to craft that, they'll make me like 70 or something. That way I can go ahead and get this power level bullshit out of the way.
Catherine had recruited them into a while back. That was something that I didn't want anything to do with. Devil. The three of them had made the last few weeks of my power with all the looks really good today. Don't you think so, am I? I swear they were one step away from being classed as stalkers or there's Damon. He doesn't see. Where are Elena and Bonnie? Must be here somewhere. I looked at
Ah, that would be the baby.
I walked past Catherine while she was behind the shutter. Follow me. They agreed to let you play Elena. I asked incredulously. A huge part of me was sure that... Oh, yes.
Did you say something about my baby? Or heard somebody say baby?
Nobody ain't saying nothing.
Don't be talking about my baby.
My baby.
Alright, let's see, crap.
That may have been a compliment since I would be able to fool everyone due to the...
You were!
I don't like the fact
Oh
that
shit, I got another hair.
I absolutely detest it. Thankfully, they didn't make me straighten my hair.
You were!
I wonder how I... I don't know how Elena does it.
Are you still reading that? That's the fan fiction?
Yeah.
Vampire Diaries, right? If I remember correctly.
He had a strapless baby blue dress that came to her knees with sequins all over, which she had paired with a black short cardigan. He had worn blue pants and matching accessories. You really hate her, don't you?
Fuck my life.
I asked
swear to God, I
him.
never had those damn bricks.
You have no idea how much, he explained, frustration clear on her face. I have been living with those idiots for like 2 days or so, and they are so annoying. Especially that little witch Bonnie. And Elena, don't get me started on that bitch. He had started fawning on Steph.
Don't get me started on that bitch.
And when he wasn't around, he was all over Damon. I was this close. He brought her first 2 fingers about a centimeter apart. The ripping her head off or maybe banging her head against a wall. Repeatedly. 3. Oh, don't I know that feeling? I said, shaking my head. How is Stefan, by the way? He is fine, don't worry about him. I snuck him some blood bags that he managed to get out of himself. I love the look on Damon's face when Steph came out of nowhere and threw him against a wall. Then Stefan informed them that he was on their side as well and that you and Klaus had repelled him. He rolled her eyes at that and I did. And Damon fell for it when Elena more or less jumped into Stefan's arms. So they gave him a part in the brilliant plan they had come up with. I swear Stefan was going to laugh in Damon's face when he finished explaining how it was going to go down. Those people are so damn gullible. He said, laughing. I gave her a grateful smile knowing that my plan wouldn't have worked so well up till now if it wouldn't. I then suggested that it was better if we left before anyone found it suspicious. Catherine went outside and I found some keys to go over the plan for today. There could be a few loopholes in my home, but it wouldn't spoil so.
Let's go.
Classic.
I sighed as I made my way out of the
Hold on.
I was so lost in thought that I bumped into someone's head as I turned around the
Let's see.
corner.
I'm gonna try to do that one thing.
I was steadied by the person who was going around my head.
Grab some items. Hopefully,
I was
I
about
can
to thank
cheese
him
get
so
my
hard when I saw the
that
owner
way.
of the hat. I scowled when I made eye contact with the blue eyes of none other than Damon Salvatore. Let's go, Damon, I said calmly. What seemed like hurt flashed through his eyes and I scrunched my eyebrows in confusion. No, I don't think so. Then composing himself, he tightened his hold on me and I frowned. What was his damn problem?
What was his damn problem?
Said, let me go. He said but didn't loosen his hold on me. I couldn't even use my powers since there were some people passing by us occasionally. Come on, let's dance.
I should have done that.
He said and tugged me towards the room. There was a slow song playing and Damon pulled me against his chest without even bothering to. What were you doing in there? He murmured after a few seconds of awkward silence. My head was resting on his shoulder and was playing to a soft tune I wasn't. Mikhail was standing about 15 to 20 meters away with a mocking look on his face. He was surrounded by all the hybrids, mine and Nick both. I was glad that I decided to provide anti-compulsion rings to all my hybrids. All of Nick's hybrids had a dazed look in the... Always such a coward. Mikhail spat at Nick, making me now... Nick removed the dagger from his arm and stood straight. He scowled and said, I am not the one who had to compel someone else's hybrids to do their bidding. What's your word? What will you do? What can you do? You can't come inside because you haven't been invited in. Mikhail had an evil look in his eyes and he removed something that resembled one of Alaric's weapons and shot out a couple stakes at Nick. Knowing the involvement of the Bennett witch in this, I figured it would be better if I joined in on the fun as well. I had been in the shadows till now and I bought one of the stakes while Nick easily caught 2 in each hand. Nick threw them back instantly and Mikhail, expecting this, ducked making it hit one of the hybrids behind him. Nick cursed as the hybrid burst into flames. I was glad that I had told my hybrids to stay near the back. I quickly threw the stake in my hand to Mikhail, but somehow he dodged at 2 making... That wasn't nice now, was it, Amelie? I am not known to be... I shot back. Glad you could join us, sister. Nick murmured. My pleasure, but we couldn't afford to move our gaze from you. There was no knowing what he hid up his sleeve. I just wondered if everything could go according to my plan. Load more pages. Depart. Add.
Nobody don't want to know about no goddamn Michael Reeves.
Right. The original and father to the twins. Michael, the hybrid. Because there was some confusion. Come out and face me or the doppelganger dies.
Y'all on a mission?
Not yet. I'm trying to I'm at 166 now. I'm trying to do the crafting thing like Kane recommended, so I can kind of cheat the power level up.
Yeah, you can also I don't know if you've done sieges, but any relics that you get will be a couple levels higher than you too. You know, at the trading post, you go to the exchange, and like anything that you get is like a mission reward. Those you know, engram type things go there.
Okay.
Then anytime you decode one of those, it'll be a few levels higher, and you can spend the Imperial Signatums, and you can buy a relic for 20 points. Those will always be a little bit higher. You can use that as a way to level up too.
Alright, I'm gonna go check that in just a minute.
I am calling your bluff. Come outside and face me. My whole life you have under... Instead of replying to class, Nicole took out a knife and plunged it into the dell. Gasped in pain as the knife... What will you now? Nicole clenched his jaw in a...
162,
as if
what
on
the
cue,
hell?
the hybrid started walking towards the with every intention to... All class wanted to do at that moment was ripping Nicole's head off then and now. But I wouldn't be too... Just as Amelia finished speaking, the doppelganger got up, took the knife out of herself with a smirk and threw concentrated verbo and wolf spade grenades at the hybrid. And then the wink and nodded and took off like a bullet. It was Catherine, posing as Elena to the team. He was only a vampire and would have been pretty for her if she stuck by and was caught up in a hybrid versus original. 1. The hybrids were somewhat paralyzed since the grenades were highly concentrated and burned their skin. And in this moment we all of Amelia's hybrids came out of them. Was that Katerina? Klaus questioned his... You also learn. One said...
It's a pleasure to be of your service.
I'll be right back.
My
Wait
name
on him.
is Oscar, a previous handmaid of the palace. I'm truly...
Greetings. My name is Shudigash. My life has been spent mostly...
Hi, I'm Fia. I used to hunt with the Galalians. I think we might be a good match.
Hi, my name's Nee. My older brother was a super strong Gideon. You Sentinels...
Greetings. My name is Shudigash. My life has been spent mostly in research. Perhaps we can be of help to each other.
He never did have a control over your temper. Klaus's eyes flashed, showing his inner wolf and fear passed momentarily through his eyes. But he covered it up and spat out. You're a monster. Let's see you try. Nicole took out a fancy grey steak with intricate designs on the top. A white oak steak. Klaus failed identifying the weapon. Nicole stepped closer with a wicked glint in his eyes and Amelia left. Its main target was Klaus, not Amelia, so she defended. She dodged the punches and threw her way, making him by the second. His attacks became more faster and more accurate, making it harder for Amelia.
Okay, some cool stuff.
Amelia hissed and begged.
I think I'm as good as I'm gonna get.
Hi. What do you want? Toma.
Keep that my answers. Right.
Then the slight break of his feet. He covered it up though and composed his face. Already had a disadvantage of
If there's anything else in the
before either of them could make the next call,
oyster.
Amelia rolled around to see Stefan figuring out the Klaus, who was lying on the ground.
I guess that's the next one.
The rest of the one that safe. Amelia mumbled as she observed, "Took you long enough. You know what? I am getting tired of hearing you talk.
I'm back. Quest up.
Yeah, I am. I just started. Got as much stuff, blueprint-wise as I could to upgrade my character. I managed to get up to 166, so I'm going to have to do the same thing when I come back in. Just got to make sure I keep my enhanced maxed out enhanced items. Those really do come in handy.
Yeah, I mean, you can start enhancing stuff now, but I'd probably wait.
I know, but that's the whole thing. If you enhance now, it's not just for the trophy, but also if you can meld it with another item, you can carry over everything.
Yeah, if it's something that you know you're going to meld up, like if it's got really good random rolls on it, then yeah, it's safe to enhance.
Indubitably.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. You're right.
Because, you know, the only way you get those enhancement materials is the sieges, which
I know.
There's no limit to them. You just got to grind the fuck out of them, you know.
I haven't been, and that's the thing. I haven't been able to do a siege because one, can't find nobody half the damn time. Number two, shite. I just played the last few. I don't think I'd have been able to beat those on my own half.
You at your level, unless it's the ice board, the defense one is a bitch to do solo because the cart gets hit from both sides in that middle chapter. But at your level, you should probably be able to solo the first two sieges, usually the onslaught and the traversal, because they're only like 110 and 130, I think. Juan, you coming? Even though it's not, you know, the most fun to do solo. And you can, you know, there's no limit. Every time you do those, you get those Imperial tickets.
Yeah, and I need more of those because that's how I get that sweet ass oil. That oil is good for her.
Right, exactly. The item booster helps a lot too for the regular drops.
I know a little bit of something, but yeah, I've been on and off as much as I possibly can with this game. Personally, I think it's an alright game. I just think there are a lot of...
I love it, man. I don't know why it's getting so much hate. I know why it's getting so much hate. I think most of it is from people that haven't played it.
Yes, it's good.
Also the graphics, because people now judge nowadays for graphics and not for gameplay.
Yeah, everybody talking about, well, the graphics look terrible. I'm like, look, fella, just because you can use a camera and make a texture nowadays and make that look good, does not count as graphics. Yeah. Anybody can make good graphics.
Those slow-mo graphics are pretty good.
I think it looks really good in some parts, like the background as you're running by, the lighting. A lot of it looks really good, but it's it's intentionally designed this way. It's the artist's child.
See, I didn't know it was intentionally like that, so when I first saw the graphics, I was like, what the fuck is this? And then when I played, I was like, alright, this is good, you know? Like, well, I understood as soon as I started playing.
They did also improve them too. A lot of those jaggedy, sparkly edges that was on a lot of shit, they cleaned it up quite a bit, especially in the last update. They really brightened it up. They lightened up that film grain oil look. That's like it had like that actual filter over it. They lightened that up a lot so it's not as in your face. They cleaned it up quite a bit. Yeah.
I know I sound one of your guys, but I still haven't found like a good trick point.
That's what I like about it. You don't have to fucking aim. Nice and mindless. Just kill shit. But there's still a ton of depth to it too. If you really want to like go crazy and really tweak out a build, that you can do that. You know.
Personally, I think it's a good game. I just think Square didn't advertise it like they were supposed to.
It's also Elden Ring came out at the same time.
I think there may be a treasure near here.
People love to hate on shit. It's not the fucking next best thing since sliced bread.
I'm not gonna say that. I'll just say that. Yeah, overall, I think it's
Amazing.
Are you sure that's a good idea? That's interesting. The wolf has taken over. And our wolves are siblings. He won't hurt me. Well, I hope she doesn't. Klaus said and wished for. Sometimes counting nothing and said, I have a plan. Are you up for it? Whoa. Follow me then. Yes, I'm replying.
Best mission of the game.
I know. Still. Okay.
Run!
He's talking about the ball. Was it the Indiana Jones kind of shit?
No. That's literally what it feels like.
No, the best mission in the game. Did you unlock the secret mission in the Nier event?
Oh, wait, the one where you go get the giant ass bunny?
No, you had to beat the giant ass bunny 15 times and claim the prize, and then it unlocked an actual mission.
No, brother, nope.
And
Get that, man. I remember.
It was cool as fuck, dude.
Are you talking about the last for all?
Yeah, the last foray.
Of the Nier event because
Is that the secret mission though?
Yeah, the last foray. Yeah.
Okay.
It was cool. It was basically set in the Civic Cloister, you know, like the town, but it was like kind of up in the sky, like with floating, connecting buildings, and there was one section that even had like two of the floating paths you could go down, and they kind of crisscrossed and converged. It was pretty cool. And they threw a shitload of mobs at you, like right from the very start. It was just waves and waves, just boatloads, yeah. All those little exploding robots just constantly spawning and charging you. It was pretty lit.
I ain't gotten to the part yet. I think.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get
I'm still like in the beginning.
Well, it's you can't do it anymore. The event was over.
Oh.
They took all the Nier stuff out. Yeah.
Oh, Nier. Oh, I love Nier, that game though. That game is cool. I didn't finish not the remake, the one that came out for like PS4 and shit, like Nier Automata.
Nier Automata.
Yeah, Automata. I know people say it differently. I'm still not sure how do you say it. How you say it?
Yeah, I think it's Nier Automata.
Yeah.
There's several endings to it.
Good game.
Yep, good.
Didn't finish it, and I feel bad.
Upgrade this shiny faster.
By this time, they had gone out of the witch house.
The only game I know you get a trophy for looking underneath your character's skirt.
Yeah, so now all of China knows you're a fucking pervert.
You stupid.
You stupid.
Hey, well, if you wear the Nier Automata
if you wanted
outfit,
to platinum the game, you have to.
Well,
yeah,
if you wear
true.
the white gown, from Nier, you can see under the skirt.
Oh dear.
I didn't get no trophy.
He's talking about in the original game. Oh man.
What they say? She weighs like the 2B. She weighs like what? 328 pounds. I'm like, yeah, that
Still,
doesn't
good
sound
game.
bad.
Good game.
I'm like 320 something. Actually, I'm 330 something.
Remember when that game came out? Every time I would log into Pornhub, it was like a bitch always doing a cosplay. It's like, goddamn.
Oh man, you just avoided.
I'm gonna tell my wife to cosplay her now.
You just admitted that you got a hub account, man. Wow, man, you are, man.
Pornhub? What? You don't have a Pornhub
Hell
account?
no, man.
You're missing out.
Hell, shit, I always
I don't have an account, but that shit stays in my browser.
I did.
Same thing here.
Prior to getting married, I did have some videos in there.
You said I don't have an account, but that shit stays open on my browser.
Prior to.
Damn right.
Prior to getting married, yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, let's see what we got.
Post wifey, you know. She knew about it, but then she told me to delete it. When we started dating, she's like, "You probably should delete that because we're married, and well, we're gonna get married, and I don't want you like knowing that you have videos with like other girls out there. So I was like, okay.
Oh.
I tried to talk to her and messed up.
Yeah, I'll also remind that sacrifice is a two-way street as well, man.
Plus,
Shit, okay, I'm about to see if I can blueprint some more shit, and then I'm gonna start the next mission where I can upgrade this shot a little bit more, so I can get the upgrade, so I get where y'all at.
40.
Let's see.
So now,
in terms of weapons,
oh,
let's
good.
see.
The faster we get Amelia back, the better.
That one's too damn big. I can't do shit with that.
Hyder's just adding people to the group chat. How many people are here?
4 or 5?
40 people?
You wouldn't have
God
unloaded me.
damn,
Bro,
why is every last
no
one of the
way.
fucking those the humongous ones? Where's the small ones at?
Klaus had a short leash on his temper.
Dude, this many people.
They both
That's
fought
cool.
with almost equal speed.
The one I just added was Crowley.
Klaus to the outer wall of the man.
Right.
Before he could make a move, he was pushed away from Amelia, having heard the commotion, had come down to investigate. Elijah. Everyone. Stefan, why would you come here? I felt like dropping back to a visit. In the blink of the eye, Amelia had reached up to Elijah to
shot
raise
sounds
him.
That's the one I
He
need.
did try to kill Nick.
Prior to getting online, I ran 4 miles, pushed my daughter in the stroller, and that was an ordeal.
I don't know why I thought you were about to say push my daughter out the way when I was running or some shit.
No. She's little. No, I wouldn't do that to her.
I accidentally pushed my daughter out the way when I was running.
Anyway, I started blasting this kid. Nah, dude. I'm like very overprotective of my daughter.
I've got a quest up.
I'm sure I was teasing.
I know.
Amelia gets a great
Okay, let's see armor-wise what I can do. Except the arm. Anything but the arm.
Yeah.
Fuck with anything but the arm.
I'll probably have time about one more quest, and then I have to get the girls off the bus.
room filled with blood bags, so she didn't have a problem with food. Her room was soundproof. Caroline dropped by every day to see if there was any progress. Catherine was by Elijah's side pretty much the whole time.
I have 3 equipment on that have the perfect dodge slow-mo.
I didn't mean to scare you. Did you just... Oh my god. You apologized. Klaus grinned, showing his dimples. Stick around, love.
Anyone else joining?
I'm trying to get. I think I can right now. But remember, I don't think I can join you, so I can just probably go by myself and just level up.
But can't we enjoy this freedom that we have?
It's a 160.
Not like this.
Yeah, I'm weak.
Life was too short to keep looking behind our backs. And about Stefan, I still think that he is being compelled by either Klaus or Amelia. Elena said, voicing her thoughts. 3. At this, the door burst open and banged against the wall. Outside stood Stefan, Michael, and Joanna. I can say for sure that I haven't been compelled by either of the twins. Stefan said, snorting, having heard the conversation. And why are you with them? Elena demanded. I happen to actually like this. More than I told you last week was bullshit. It was our plan all along. And you bought it first. Mine is simple.
161, huh?
Stefan said with a slow smile.
Starting the next quest.
Michael and Joanna joined
Not
us at
starting.
this point.
Activated.
That's why we are here. What do you mean? What happened? She lost control. So why have you come here? Why? Joanna motioned.
We'll be out in like 1 minute if you want to wait 1 sec.
Stefan said,
I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Yes, sorry.
You hadn't told her.
I know, I guess I felt a little weird saying that, I'm sorry.
Nimrod?
Yeah.
Especially when I'm not standing in HQ next to you, it's like super weird. I couldn't remember your PSN name.
Nimrod. I tried to basically
Nimrod, I fucking love it.
Bad Bella Tower Cabal in the first place, so I thought that would be funny.
Damon himself.
Unironically, his name is Nimrod, so he was
Wow, we fucking murdered him. We're coming out here in just 1 second.
Yep. 0 damage.
What the hell are you doing here? Without saying anything, Damon went closer.
That slow-mo dodge doesn't stack up.
Before Amelia got time to react, his lips were on hers.
Perfect dodge.
31. 6 plus. Load more pig. I don't think it worked. Damon announced as he went back downstairs. What happened? Michaels, what do we do now? Just keep him thinking of something. Can somebody tell me what? No, you do realize that you tried to kill Klaus and Amelia just... Amelia. We didn't try to kill her. Oh, you didn't know? Only that little...
When I think of Klaus, I think of the goldfish on American Dad.
So whatever one person felt, the other felt too. Michael said making Damon gay. Bonnie did what? Michael hadn't told anyone but Stefan that. Where is she now? Just wait. You didn't really know about it, did you? If I find out that Elena knew about this, I will kill her. You tell both of them.
Or you took
to
it down.
watch their
We're back if you want to put it back up.
1 to 8. My word then. Joanna announced. Catherine nodded in agreement and
Okay.
I always wanted to kill
Finally,
now I have
joining
a
the
reason
game.
to do so. If I had done so already, I would have tons of people on my back.
Oh, fuck my legs.
Klaus doesn't need her since he...
Oh my god, I got up so fast. Oh, I blacked out.
That's the best when you get super fucking lightheaded.
Yeah, dude, but...
Better check your blood pressure.
Oh, yeah.
So now that Damon was about to give a snappy reply that allowed Fred to reflect both of them.
I look for snacks. Fucking hungry.
I have been drinking straight from the well. And Amelia has
Sophia, you want snacks?
there is no way that I would lose. Stefan is
I think
you
that's
also
no.
right. So 20 Damon would everyone shared a look before rushing upstairs. Damon was the last one to reach the top. Stefan
You posting?
look.
Nimrod?
Amelia was making her way to the woods.
Nimrod.
Jeez. Nimrod the Odd Natu. What is your PSN name? Is it also Nimrod? You're Rakeem.
Michael jumped off the ledge of the balcony and landed on the ground, marking to lessen the effect of the fall. He shook himself and in mid-step turned into his huge midnight blue wolf. 6. He let out a sharp howl, making the ones observing from the balcony visibly.
Alright, I'm making a build.
With all of them being vampires and a werewolf, werewolves and vampires were mortal enemies. After shaking his whole body and readying himself, Michael's wolf bounded off towards the direction where Amelia... What the hell just... I have no... They went back... Damon, what? I wanted to continue to help them. You want? I said I wanted to... I heard what you said the first time, pretty boy. His feelings for her.
The way they read some of those lines.
That seems to be
great.
a pattern of sorts. He accidentally killed Jeremy too. But he had the Gilbert ring on, so he came back. Wow. Damon, you really know how to express your feeling for a girl you like. Enough laughter at my expense. Damon said, annoyed at everyone laughing at him. 1. Okay, fine. Stefan said, sobering up and becoming serious. What do you think we should do now? He sidestepped, hence dodging her oncoming attack. He flew past him and took a sharp turn and attacked him from behind before he could turn around and defend himself. Plus, he was flung back and he managed to get up before Amelia attacked him again. Whatever wounds were inflicted on him healed in moments. His wolf was getting pissed off and he crouched and growled loudly, making the forest animals run away due to it. Amelia's wolf seems to get annoyed by this. She expected him to just surrender. But Michael was not like other hybrids. He didn't feel the need to surrender. He refused to back down. 1. The two wolves fought for power and domination. Somehow both were equally powered. Amelia's wolf got the upper hand and she managed to pin him down with her paws on either side of Michael's head. Michael's wolf whimpered when Amelia's eyes flashed bright green. The one sound made Amelia's wolf to get up from him and take a few steps backwards. The eyes of her wolf also softened, making it go back to the soft green that Michael was familiar with. Michael's wolf hesitantly went towards her despite her warning growls and flopped down near her. He rested his head on his paws and looked up to her. Amelia's wolf, after what seemed like an internal battle, lay down next to him. This made Michael give her a wolfy grin, and Amelia's wolf huffed in return and turned her head away. Tilda. Klaus and Elijah were seated at the Mystic Grill bar. Elijah rolled his eyes and said, "How could you class this as brother bonding? I don't know. You'd forcefully make me leave the house and come along with me to the bar. You apologized for trying to kill me and you bought me a drink." "Yeah, well, I did falsely accuse you." Elijah bit out uncomfortably. Elijah and apologies didn't exactly mix together. "So where is our family?" "Well, I had kept them daggered and in coffins. I had kept them in Chicago under the supervision of a compelled vampire. I know that part." "Okay then. After a few days of us coming back to Mystic Falls, I found out that Damon had stolen my coffins. Somehow he had found out
You cannot
what was
get
going
on my lap. You have to
bargain with it.
stay back
The
there.
coffins in return for me and Amelia leaving town, but leaving Stefan behind. He is under the impression that Stefan has been compelled by one of us." Klaus rolled his eyes at that. Damon and Elena had been adamant that one of the twins had indeed "Didn't she tell you?" "I just know that she found out where the coffins are kept." "Wouldn't Stefan know? Where does Stefan go?" "I just remember Stefan saying something about him and Amelia going to see the coffins together. So let's go and ask." Elijah when the brothers reached the mansion, they were in for a surprise. "What the hell is going on?" Matt was on his knees with blood flowing from his neck. Damon was standing behind Matt while Stefan and Michael stood to either sides of Amelia. "You can still save him." Stefan was instructing Amelia. "If you don't, I will kill him," Damon said to her. Amelia couldn't start another mission. She felt paralyzed. She was having an internal war. The wolf that was in control.
Yeah, Matt Donovan's death was. Matt is finally useful. Shit. Yeah, Matthew.
Or rather, the person who is the father figure for all of her human needs. A snap of the neck brought her out of her reverie. She saw Matt's body falling to the ground and her eyes widened. Now she was responsible for another death of Stefan.
I'm actually throwing a quest, but I'm doing like low level quests because I'm low level.
She fell to the ground, the tears flowing freely from her eyes. What you are feeling now is sadness. That one of your friends died. The one guy that everyone loved is no. The sweet and caring guy that helped everyone. He crouched down and took Matt's hand. Though I guess it is a good thing that... What do you mean? He showed Matt's hand to Amelia. He had the Gilbert ring on him. He will come back to life. Amelia felt like the weight on her shoulder had been lifted. What you are feeling now is relief. Happiness. That your friend isn't really dead. Amelia got up with suddenly wobbly legs. She turned to Stefan, who gave her a small smile. "Welcome back, Amelia." Overwhelmed with emotion. The guilt of killing her father. "I killed Mikhail. This was the cue for her brothers to step in and take over. Elijah ordered Damon and Michael to take Matt into the house. Klaus told Stefan to give Amelia to him. Stefan passed Amelia over to Klaus and went to inform the girls about
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
My daughter.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say, huh?
That makes me no better than he is. Isn't that theory I get to make Klaus feel completely helpless? The only weakness he had was his family, especially his sister. Didn't know how to console her regarding this situation. MIA. Amelia's. Now Nicole won't be able to harm us. Amelia gave her brother a fierce hug and no. Klaus confirmed reassuringly. Amelia visibly relaxed. Pulse had reduced into rest. Give me a peek. What all I have to do for my sister he thought to himself but could find anyone.
What in the crispy?
Klaus turned around and Amelia hopped on his back, putting her arms around his neck and resting her head on his shoulder. Klaus supported her knees.
That's gotta be a freaking vanity item.
To go to
I said, what the fuck is that a level?
by 3 overexcited girls to MIA. Don't you dare do that ever again. Let's go shopping. Glad to have you back. I will kill you myself.
I will kill you myself.
Yeah, I missed you too. Yes, we will go shopping and have a girls' day. I won't do it again. I promise, Joe. Amelia said, rolling her eyes.
Okay.
And you can't kill me. I am immortal.
A level 1 relic.
Glad to be back.
Christ.
Okay, enough chit. I'll see all. Thank you. Also like. See that.
What's this?
This is the story of Amora Mikko, the youngest of. Plus, Tilda Amelia's POV. I went to my closet and chose some night clothes consisting of.
Alright. That was weird.
She had admitted being the shortest in her family, coming only to his brother's shoulder. Shouldn't I be saying that to you? Ella? Don't blame yourself for Nicole's death. He was not exactly the best father. And he was trying to kill you and Niklaus. Can't carry such a weight on your shoulders, and Klaus also told me something along those lines. And you should listen to your elder brothers. He is older than me by a couple minutes. Still makes him older than you. You are also on his side. Elijah just shook his head at me. Elijah, can I? He nodded. You know that I have the coffins right? The coffins with our Yeah. Go. Firstly, there are 4 coffins. 1 had you in it, so 3 full coffins. But Rebecca is here in the mansion in a spelled room. And I did the math. There shouldn't be 4 coffins, Elijah. I have no clue. Where are the coffins? That's the second thing.
Oh, I'm dead.
What do you have in mind? I think we should have a. Well, you got rid of Mikhail. Elijah is up and breathing again, and I am back to my own awesome self. Fine then. The night in our mansion. Whoa. It's 1/3 in my honor.
Sophia,
I gave my brother a look that. Why are you dressed up?
Sophia.
He said I would go out. See how much the world has changed. I said sarcastically.
Oh shit.
It's been only 10 days. I rolled my eyes in reply and said, I will be back. Without waiting for a reply, I grabbed a random card. Don't go to Caroline's to tell her about the dinner. Why? I want to dash. I could swear that I saw a pinkish tinge. Or scratch. I squealed like a tiny girl. You think so? I nodded. You too would. Don't dare tell her. I can't. I could all.
Sophia?
After leaving from.
Get over here.
While I was in front of the Salvatore boarding house, that told me that they had left the rest of the
That laugh though.
And
Oh man.
To talk to him about the kiss during the dance. I don't know if he had feelings for me.
Bless the baby.
Yeah.
I certainly didn't know if I had feelings for him. There weren't fireworks during the kiss or anything.
I
But
know.
it was a soft and warm kiss.
I know.
If Damon did feel something for me, it wouldn't work out between us. Well, we flirted somewhat and he was good looking.
Bang, 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 bang,
But he
bang,
clearly
bang, bang,
hated my
bang,
brothers. He did try to clean them
bang, 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 bang,
and he did help him daggering Elijah.
bang, 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 bang,
It was all very wavy to me.
bang, bang, bang.
I realized that deep inside I was actually nervous as to how the conversation would go. I was scared of him.
Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang, bang.
I snorted to
Like
myself.
Deadpool or something?
I was behaving like a high school girl with a crush.
Bang, bang,
I
bang,
was just
bang.
thinking about that.
I brushed off those feelings, took in a deep breath, and walked to the door of the boarding house.
Oh
I
shit,
raised
damn,
my
I gotta
hand
put your...
to get the door and opened
these
the door
damn
and
stamps do
walked
I
to stand
have?
back on my face. So instead I just twisted the knob and opened the door. I couldn't get it
Bang, 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 bang.
the house, so I would put it out for Damon. But I was greeted with a shock. Damon and Elena were in the middle of the living room and were locked in kiss. I think we come to gather their attention and was successful. Elena, was I interrupting something? I asked it. I felt Damon's eyes on me and I met his gaze straight. He looked guilty and sort. Elena, weren't you whining just days ago about Steph and how you were on a quest to save his humanity?
Just clear all this shit.
It's your fault that... Do enlighten me how you came to that conclusion. You compelled that. I groaned.
Nut of butter.
Elena, how many times do you have to be told? Nobody compelled Stefan. Or threatened him. He came with us on his own free will. I said to her with as much patience I could. But when he wanted to come back, I resisted the urge to face palm. Why is she so damn annoying? If Steph had wanted to come back here, I would have let him. I refused to believe that.
This is gonna take all goddamn day.
Did you? Oh, the incredulous. Yes.
I can't decide.
Almost a year? He nodded, somewhat hesitant now. I laughed and said, I have known him for a whole decade. AN, I know it isn't so long in the original, but just go with it, okay? He dated Rebecca during that time and he was like a brother to me and Nick. Elena looked taken aback and I smirked. Anyways, why should you want him back? Aren't you glad that you get to be with Damon now? That's not what I am saying. I gave a dry laugh and replied, don't bother with your excuses. I turned on my heel and walked away. Leah, what do you want to... What happened? Oh, really? I turned to face him. You need to know what really happened. I don't care. Don't care? I met his gaze straight on and nodded. I did feel a bit betrayed and for some reason I felt jealous. But that... I had gotten into my car and Damon hadn't moved an inch from his place. Rolling down the window I called out, don't ever call me Leah again. It's Amelia to you. 6. ID.L. Load more pages. Misread it.
Someone's angry.
Class stating Plus. What are you talking about? Stefan asked him. The prophecy. I thought it said that there was only one person who could bring her back. It isn't like that. It states that one event will bring her back. Klaus explained. That makes sense. Elijah mused. After Amelia had just left, Klaus had gone back inside. Catherine had voiced her confusion about the prophecy and Amelia. Klaus had taken out the grimoire where it was written and went to the page where the... So it wasn't Damon who got through to her. Michael asked, what do you mean? Klaus asked suspiciously. I was talking about the whole Matt Barry scene. Damon helped us in that. Yeah, Michael stammered, trying to come up with a good excuse. The rest of them were tense, knowing that Klaus would be pissed if he found him. Hey Joe, want to come and watch me kick Michael's ass in foosball? Hey, Michael protested. If anybody is doing any ass kicking, it's yeah, in your dreams. Will you two stop acting like an old married couple? Shut up. Both of them.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Come on, let's go. I will be the judge of who wins.
We expect the English. Oh my gosh!
Not gonna lie, but I never thought that I would be listening to fan fiction of Vampire Diaries, and I actually enjoy it. It's not like I'm not even listening to it. I'm not sure what the fuck's going on, but I'm still enjoying the the interaction. Sounds so sassy too, coming from the AI reading it. Whatever that shit is.
And Catherine was close enough to get away with the occasional teasing. Right now, it was only Catherine and Klaus in the living room. Elijah had disappeared without an excuse soon after Amelia had gone out.
Looks like a crackhead from
Not in a particularly vengeful mood. Klaus said with a dry laugh. Klaus shook his head.
Try to laugh. Imagine try to laugh like ha 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 ha.
Klaus sighed and said, "You'll also lie. My name is Kira. Amelia, if you say so." Catherine gave a narrowing frown. Thank you. But there is a girl, isn't there? Klaus slammed down. Catherine laughed to herself, satisfied with the reaction Klaus had given. Till the Amelia. Elijah, just in time. This is where the coffins are. I was here when I was on deck. Alright. So what do you want me to do? I closed my eyes and I opened my eyes when I knew that the reversal spell had been done. What I didn't expect were the extra members in the witch house. Damon and Bonnie were standing at the arch of the room. I held a... What are you two doing? I overheard someone talking about you both going to move the coffin. So I figured I would follow you and see myself. Well, no one other than Elijah knew about going to get the coffins. So in other words, you stalked us. He shrugged and said, "What do you want with the... 3 originals in the town are bad enough. We don't want the whole family residing here. Well, you aren't getting past me. A witch is at her weakest after performing a spell. Especially a powerful one such as the one you just did. We won't have a problem getting to the coffin." I growled lowly, my wolf coming to the surface to make up for the weakness of the witch part of me. I knew that my eyes were shining a bright green, and I smiled evilly as I saw the slight hesitation pass through Bonnie. Damon was able to block. I twisted his arm behind his back and pushed him, making him stumble. Bonnie took this opportunity. I struggled and won against Bonnie's weak spell and lunged at her.
Yo, I got pure platinum by myself doing the boss fight.
Nice.
And it was it's like the fucking 2 dickheads. It's like one healing the knight or whatever. It's like a wizard, whatever.
What's about a Babylons? What are you playing?
Babylon right now.
2 wizards. Oh, that story fight. It's a 2. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 2 boss, and the wizard keeps summoning like fucking little dickheads.
What do you want me to do?
I thought I was not gonna do it, but managed to.
Yeah. I somehow convinced Amelia to go for cheerleading practice, and she came for like 3 practice. Haven't you gotten over it yet? I'd asked her with a sheepish smile. Sorry, Care. I was busy at that time. You're forgiven. If you come for a shopping trip with me, and you pay for whatever I buy.
Sophia, are you sleepy?
With a cheeky grin.
Well, I'm probably about to use this myself. Still going for fun.
Talk air. This food is delicious. Amelia, did you make it? Michael asked me with a suspicious glance. I think we have already established the fact that I can't cook unless it is packet food dog.
You must be bored.
I gave Stefan a pointed look as I quoted him. Well,
yeah, bro, I'm just sitting in the lobby, bro.
Oh, okay, man. Yeah, me too. Well, I was trying to wait and get my level up a little bit, but I said, I gotta keep going, man. I gotta get up to that 80 and shit.
Yeah, keep grinding. Just slap on whatever the highest thing you have is and keep grinding.
2 pumps in the grind?
Yeah, sure.
I'll jump back in just a few minutes. I'm still trying to finish this build.
Why do you want to... I am not sure where the blood supply is.
Oh, and I finally hit 22. Yay.
Go, then we could search faster. Let's get this part. I had removed the daggers and kept them on a table.
I look homeless in the game.
It had been only a couple
It's
minutes,
great.
but I was getting anxious. Rebecca Baker. What dash the familiar voice of my youngest brother made me break out of the hug and look at him with tears in... Oh! Amelia. Soon after Finn... I am sorry. I say we make a dramatic entry.
Oh shit, I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm ready when you're ready, man.
You handed it over to me. These coffins contain your sibling... Yeah.
Keep pushing.
I don't know what you are talking about. Can't we drop this?
Sorry, it took fucking 10
I
years to
nodded
make
and we began different topics
any
back
decisions.
to the relief of the others. Stefan, Michael, Joe, and Kat were in a mood to go clubbing. As goodbyes were being said, Elijah came into the room and said,
Oh shit, that was open.
"Where are your manners? You forgot dessert."
Bada
What do
boom.
you mean, Elijah? Nick, the girl under... What have you done? Long time, brother. Oh. No need to be so
Oh yeah, brother.
I murmured, but obviously everyone heard me. Sister, I was always one for being dramatic.
Exactly the
Paul
same
said
thing
with a
about.
Klaus moved to get a dagger, but Finn beat him. Klaus
Shit,
stepped
I was about
back
to
to my
say.
oldest
What the fuck
brother.
is that?
Klaus raised his hand and surrendered, but Finn put the dagger through his arm.
God, whatever.
Nick turned around and looked at Finn, but only to come face to face with him. His eyes were wide as he saw him. You are such a nice man. He announced him as another dagger through his sleeve. Klaus rolled on knees Rebecca. That was for our mother. Klaus stumbled back and Finn held back his arms.
You guys wanna join me? I'm at the volcanic oyster now. That's good, that's good. My name in the game is Chronos Dionysus.
I'll shoot you.
Absolutely breathtaking. I'm sure the enemy will think twice before their next attack.
Asterisk, tilde, asterisk.
I'll write it down. Like a chef.
Oh shit. I love what you have done to this place. Rebecca said, looking around. He then picked up a precious glass vase and threw it against the wall.
Lovely tactics, as always. Amazing.
As a family, Nick explained. He looked somewhat scared under the watchful glance of Finn and Tom. Finn was pretty intimidating, especially with the outfit rooted into 900 years of old. Well, now only you are going to be living here. Alone. Rebecca said to him, making him cry. What are you talking about? Where are you fucking balls? I questioned. Far away from him. Why do you be coming in this rather than sticking around in this darkness? Paul said to me. When are you thinking? I asked Mary. This is what I'm telling you. I am not letting It isn't making any more progress. Killing Elena is a truly amazing idea. I stated. We aren't making any more progress. We asked him with a surprised look on his face. I wanted them only to protect us against him. Let me try it instead. Mikhail is dead. He asked, looking between me. Yes. I saw too that he was dead. Last week before I passed. Our sibling took their appreciation. They didn't know what was in the hands on things like he was unclean. If he had managed to kill me today, we would eventually get to our siblings and since they were gathered.
Actually, guys, I'm gonna head out and try to put my daughter to sleep. She's tired.
Alrighty.
I might be back, like, in give me like maybe 30 minutes, because she's like literally falling asleep. Alright. Talk to you later, guys. Hey, you guys are cool people. I like you guys.
Ditto, ditto.
That's the best thing. Oh, for troublemaking the other side. I something ridiculous. Maybe we could be friends with it. I have a dentist.
Strike now!
Peter announced. Now, the door slammed open and the last person I expected to be identical faces of shit. I quickly made my way to
Last as always. Amazing.
Our mother looked at Una before her gaze settled on Nick. She walked gracefully towards us and Nick took a step back. Mother shot me a look that clearly Caroline holding on. Elena asked hesitantly. He and Caroline were no sooner. Their interactions were to a minimum from the time that Caroline started carrying on with
A phenomenal cast. The commander will be.
Normal attack only.
Sure.
I got caught
She is
nearest.
holding it together because
Things
back
that.
cried. Caroline's dad had been attacked 2 nights ago. Vampire blood was found in his system. He was now in the transitioning phase. Caroline and her mom were trying to convince him
Already?
to become a vampire. He hated vampires and to become one would be the absolute last thing that he would want to do. So he was going to die and Caroline was distraught about it. Elena nodded as they walked. How are you dealing with all of this? You keep getting dragged into this mess. Thank you for today. Get home safe. She revved up her engine. Rebecca. Elena breathed out in shock. She didn't know that Rebecca had been undone. Elena clawed at Rebecca's hands, but it obviously didn't affect Rebecca. You put a dagger through my back and she was suddenly released. Elijah, you know what Mother said, Beaker. Don't go against her. I believe we have a lot of catching up to do.
Yes, I know.
It was the original witch that was in the coffin that Bonnie and her mother opened. You'll also like
Good on conscience.
26
Shit.
years that. So it's like a family reunion. I thought.
Damn.
She just. Elijah told me that she had. Damn it. Look, Elijah promised that their. She looked around trying. Elena, it's time that we finally meet. No way. Vicky, Matt's sister, who had died previously, had come back as a ghost. But Damon, I have to meet up with
all the green.
No. And that is Tilda and the... Oh, come on. Do I have to? If I have to go. D. Those are just technical. I made a face at it even though you couldn't see me. MIA. Get up. Choose your dress. Elijah snickered. Din, who I had given a makeover with the results of a new wardrobe and new hairstyle, was trying on shoes in one part of the room. Elijah was trying on suits as he watched his siblings bicker playfully. I had convinced both of them to hide me and not rat me out to Rebecca. Puppy dog eyes never fail to work on older brothers. But Cole, my amazing brother, had revealed my hiding spot to Beaker, and she had personally dragged me out. Cole was examining himself in the massive mansion that Nick had built had now been virtually separated. The main house was where my family lived. The extended portion was where Stefan, Michael, Catherine, and Joanna lived. They kept their distance for most of the time, and I hadn't actually seen them since the dinner night. The whole night I had spent with my siblings, telling them everything that happened. Beaker had left at the part that she knew, and Elijah had followed suit soon after. Nick had skipped out completely on the sibling bonding session. Cole had taken to gadgets and technology faster than Finn. Both of us had a blast trying to teach Finn anything technology related. We had managed to teach him the basics of using a phone, but that was as far as we got him. Mother had dropped by once telling us to lay off and teasing our brother.
Crap my hair
We were in the
last
game room at the time, at least she had heard our voices. She had had her hair cut to an elegant bob, and she looked every bit of the powerful. She had asked the car. I get up, MIA. Oh, Cole, you know I can't be compelled. Beaker. Oh, Cole. Get up, MIA.
Get up. I can't make a decision there. I can't make a decision.
Beaker, tell me how handsome I look. Cole said to her.
Tell me how handsome I look.
Oh, Cole, you know I can't be compelled. Beaker retorted, making me laugh.
It's funny hearing that.
Elijah snorted at that. Beaker, can you tell me why you went after the doppelganger? Nick asked, storming into the room. I thought you didn't care if she lived or not. Beaker retorted. I sat up to watch the scene. I don't. But I may need her in the future. I told you not to do one thing, Beaker. And you go and do this. Nick said to her, what is wrong with you? Here we go. Beaker muttered, making Nick angrier. Do you want another dagger through? Pulled out, looking away from the mirror. Don't you have any other tricks up your sleeve?
He could give you a toxic werewolf bite.
Was Nick's brilliant comeback. Hadn't I taught him better than to use such lame comebacks? I am disappointed in you. And who are you? My father? Cole retorted. No, Cole. But you are in my house. Nick said, taking a step closer to Cole. Presenting my brothers, stupid and moron. They also lack awesome comeback skills.
Oh boy, gotta check this out.
Then perhaps we should take this outside. Cole said, stepping closer as well. I guess Cole was still convinced that we daggered for over a century. After a couple moments of them glaring at each other, I was going to intervene, but Mother walked into the room and summoned Nick, effectively breaking their glaring match. With a departing glare in Cole's direction, Nick followed Mother. I was suspicious at Mother wanting to speak to me, though I followed them at a safe distance. I hid behind a pillar and eavesdropped on their conversation. Rebecca hasn't been a week out of her box and already she is trying to destroy my life. Nick complained to Mother. He is our younger sister. She is supposed to annoy you. And why are you complaining to Mother like a little kid? What happened to peace? Acceptance? Family? You put daggers in their hearts. Mother replied to him. Want them to go down on their knees and kiss your feet for reuniting them. That is one amusing visual. Is it a crime to want our family to go back to how we were? Nick argued. You have to give it time, Niklaus. I have had 1,000 years on the other side to be angry and to heal. You have to let them to do the same. I want this family to be reunited. I just don't understand. I killed you and you still forgive me. Nick stated. Do you want Tio dying more? It's been my dream for 1,000 years that this family could be as one. Forgiveness is not a flaw. It's a gift. Now who are you bringing to the ball this evening? Mother questioned Nick. 1. Nobody. Nick mumbled. Liar, liar, bum on fire.
Oh my god, that was fucking great. Liar, liar, bum on fire.
I walked out with a sheepish smile, but the small and rather amused smile on Mother's face showed that she wasn't angry at me for eavesdropping. I stood beside Nick and Mother asked again, do you know who Niklaus' date for the evening is? Don't be ridiculous. Nick said, sighing, ignoring the question. You're lucky that we are even going. I muttered softly, not answering the question. Well, I wish you would reconsider. It is... So, got any hiding places? You know that if Mother doesn't drag you to the ball, she scares me at times. Nick laughed at that and I glared. You sit in one place for 3 or 4 hours as Rebecca passively pokes and prods you in every place, tugs and pulls at your hair. Apparently other people don't do me justice and I can't do anything properly. I said to him, quoting Beaker's word. He chuckled, making me slap him. Have you spoken to Caroline recently? Why do you ask? Her dad died. I have been meaning to go and drop by her, but everything has been just too busy around here. Are you... Okay. Sure. Wait here for... Here. Oh. He looked away but had a smile on his face giving... You two will make such a cute couple. Will you just ask her out? She doesn't like... I am a monster.
Excuse me.
It was partly because of me that...
Who's left? Who's left?
I'll head over to Caroline's house now.
Have you bought any of the Raven gear from the Siege tickets by chance?
I instructed him.
No.
He nodded and disappeared from there. I made my way to the garage and
It's the one that is designed for the Galalian class. It's like the big headdress looking one. Just curious what the fucking locked enchantments are on it. I hate that they don't show you any of the blueprint detail before you buy it. Like, what is what does it matter? It's always the same thing other than the 3 random rolls. Like, why not show us what the fucking stats are in the locked enchantment? That never changes. You know, I don't get that, but. Getting there, you getting there.
What you looking at? Skirmishes?
Alright, I couldn't be rude. I feel like such a bad best friend. Help me into a hug or two return. Letting me I am sorry. He was my dad. And around a year back, he tortured me because I turned into a vampire. I cringed at that. He hates vampires. Though he tried to cure me. You don't need to talk about it, Care. I said softly. She shook her head and went on. He disowned me, saying that I was a monster. And now he was back for some business. But he was attacked. He died, but he had vampire blood in his system. So he was in transition to become a vampire. But he refused to become a vampire. So he died. He left my mom for someone else. He left us. So I wasn't really connected to him. She explained. I can understand. My father died recently.
That gotta be the worst thing for a woman. Your husband leave you for a man. That gotta be the worst thing for a woman.
It's becoming too depressing. Check that out.
Yo, there's a whole fucking show on that on Netflix with fucking Jane Fonda and that little hippie lady Lily something, and both their husbands leave them for the husband. Both of their husbands leave them for each other.
Oh, that's fucked.
And they all and they've both been married for 30 years, kids, grandkids, the whole 9 yards, and they're in like their 60s, and they all basically remain friends and all their shenanigans. It's insane. It's funny as hell, but it's insane.
That's fucked.
Yeah, it's weird.
What's wrong there? Start checking. Away from me. Your brother is so explain. Gives all these uses I am one day, it's glad to think that the next time I don't know what to do. Ah, she kept walking on. Caroline, she smiled at me obviously not liking it. But she not really listening. I resisted breaking up the last evening. I'm best friends with my brother. So people fall in love with adorable girls. I don't think I'm going to invite you to it. Why? They're usually different. What about your brothers? Whole of big were to good parts because they were just undone. But I am the best of the day.
Alright, Dre, you still recruiting your little ads. I see you done took my title as recruiting king.
What?
I see you've been adding people to the group left and right. You're going strong. I like it.
Trying to keep the game going.
That's all I was doing. That's the only reason I even started throwing the stream up. Just fucking trying to find people to get going on the game.
You just wait a quick match. I finally got that demigod title today.
I got that shit 10 days ago, I think. Which one? I don't know.
100 exotics. Well, divine.
It seems like the goddess of war favors you as well.
Yeah, we should be out of this quest soon.
Hey, did you end up finding someone to go with to the bridge?
Oh, what the bloody hell is that?
Alright, I'm doing it. Behind the bow. Doing it.
This shit already been bought.
Doing it. What? The arms or the head? The arms give puncture damage. Bows the head. Well, for the rose set. But I don't know. The head, you don't have the raven head piece, do you? So much tickets. The big feathery one?
No, just the cosmetic.
I think it gives like something range, but I don't know if it's like has to be aerial.
Yeah, I thought it was aerial.
Is it aerial? I think the body might be like crit damage, and the head is something aerial. I'm gonna wait till I get here.
Oh, there we go.
Sword, hammer, main, and then sword, goes. Got 40. What did I have? 127. Oh my god, the fucking bronze sheets. Electric and fire. And there's this. So this sword that we got to look at this roll on this. Yo. This.
Did you hit it?
This Lionheart blueprint we can get. It's a non-elemental sword, but the locked enchantment. Land 10 hits. You reduce the Pyrobite resistance for all hits. So I got a fire sword in my spectral that divine one that does pyro stun.
These bugs be bugging. You can't come into my room and expect not to get swatched.
And this must be like the dot sword, because this sword in one of the rank can get lacerate in the middle slot. It can get poison. You get like 3 different debuffs on this one non-elemental sword. So, well, the thing with the debuffs and the dots, and Troll's been hearing me bitch about this forever, is they don't really tell you what any of them do. Some of them are self-explanatory, but if you go into the help, if you go into the system menu and then help, it brings you to that like hanging garden with all the help. And there is a lot of info in there, but it's very surface level. It just kind of tells you the names and the symbols, but it doesn't. It tells you like what a couple of them do at the very bottom. It gives you like examples of a couple types of dots versus debilitations, but there's like 30 of them. Like there's literally like 30 different dots or debilitations. There's a whole list of them you can see in those tabs, and half of them are like, what does that even do?
There's so much info missing.
They're really, but they've said they're gonna add.
Ran away from the mansion. Rebecca said within our rock, try Carol. Weird. Michael suggested the same. Hilda Amelia's. Eventually Rebecca had hunted me down, and she threatened me that she would throw my gadgets out of the window. I didn't.
Well, are you saying? Are you asking? Do you think are they going to add PvP? Is that what you're saying?
Turns out it was a very bad idea.
I don't think it needs one. I hope
it doesn't. It doesn't. Because I don't want to be fighting any sweaty ass players. You feel me?
Yeah, no, that for sure. Number one, I agree.
When it comes to having PvP, for some reason, every single player be finding new shit that be overpowered. I don't need none of that. Because we ain't finding no overpowered shit right now. As soon as they drop PvP, everybody gonna have overpowered equipment. I don't need that. I do not need that.
I have to let Rebecca carry me along. She made me sit on the chair facing the vanity mirror.
Let's leave everybody equal.
There were many products in
They should do a raid boss. That's what they need to do. 8 people. 8 people against one boss.
After a torturous hour or two of filtering, applying, removing, adding, and doing God knows what else, my sister exclaimed in satisfaction. Finally, you'll also like 1.5 and 30.1k. This is a story about the youngest Salvatore, with no one. Cole and Damon talking, or Cole interrupted. I decided to eavesdrop on their conversation. Thus, Damon Salvatore. Have we met? Damon said, introducing me. He stretched his hand for a handshake, which Cole blatantly ignored. I've met a lot of people and don't particularly stand out. Cole responded coldly. I smirk at his sassy attitude. Whoa. Hey guys. I hear Joanna from behind the room to see her.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This girl got me I'm sorry, I'm reading text over here, giggling like a schoolgirl.
I saw a tiny frown on his face.
I have a new girlfriend and she's awesome, so I'm like super happy. she's from Brazil, and she's like a 9.5. She's like basically a 10. She's the closest thing to a 10. She's up there. She's in the 9 territory.
And to see Stefan approaching Elena, who was standing at the entrance.
Not just looks, personality, fucking kick-ass job, beautiful daughter, just fucking keep her for sure. Not bad.
Wow. I know, right? Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
So I got a pretty decent roll. I got on the bow on my first try. I got charge attack level 2. With a small extra damage bane if you're lower than 75 health, but nah. Hit multiple enemies 5 times, instant SP 4. 30 consecutive hits, instant SP 4. That's not bad. That's
not too bad.
I don't know what the other possibles are, but that's pretty decent.
Is there a reason that you are stalking your ex? They are up to something. My mother. I don't know what mother would want to do with her. I have a plan.
We're just going to...
How did I get included? Now, let's go and dance with missing Michael too. Amelia hid a smile and Stefan's eyes widened and he asked, "You happened. You left." I will. Soft classical music. Amelia was twirled out by Stefan. Let me guess, this isn't a coincidence. No. Let's just... Look, I had to... MIA almost dragged me here. You two are really close, aren't you? Elena said, jealousy... Very. Elena didn't say anything. Elena, I heard you and Damon talking. You will do that? It's something that seems to be important. Stefan. I am glad to see you. Caroline rolled her eyes and said, I didn't feel like this. From MIA and you're pretty close to my sisters. Yes. Why are you so
get armor piercer on this thing. You can get... This sword is so weird. Lacerate, you can get poison.
It's not about you now.
And it's even got a range damage booster on it. It's got all kind of fucking...
I feel on. You should.
You can stack armor piercer on it up to level 3. You can stack range boost, poison, lacerate, stuff. And the yeah, it's like a just a dot debuild machine.
He just invited me and exactly whatever. Matt retorted, giving up on the discussion.
Take armor piercer.
Elena and Stefan weren't to be seen anywhere, and Damon got a text. Damon. Let me. Damon, you have to move on from me. Don't let your emotions get the better. Amelia stepped close to him and... What do you mean? Damon asked, tensing. Was the kiss necessary? Oh yeah. Couldn't miss a chance to make Elena jealous. Elena gritted her teeth and... Well, Elena, you see, my mother is working on something. I need to know what. And the only way I could do so is by helping you get to her. Oh, Elena, that just works, and get going. I'll stay with him. You sure you want to stay here? Yeah. You better go and talk and make up with... As she walked around the corner. Michael, I heard what happened in the... What part of it? All of it. Do you want to go and talk somewhere else? That would be preferable. Till... I had more or less... Say something. What should I... I am sorry for ditching... It isn't about that. You were alone with a guy who has feelings for and then you kissed. It was just his cheek. And it was only because Elena was there. Look me in the eye. I don't have good feelings for Damien. I
Okay,
swear.
time for a mission.
But you know who I do have feelings for? Who? Cole. A far-off cry broke the moment that we were sharing, and I... What the hell? You pissed me off. Got pissed so you snapped his neck. I like you to please take Cole to his room. Don't let mine do it. He nodded and let's go back to the dance. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Oh my god, I was muted. What do people call you, Rakieem or Fox?
Explain what the hell?
Are you in a mission?
Yeah, we're in a quest real quick.
Surely you can't be serious. Alright, I'll tweak my build here so y'all get back when I'm ready.
Alright, we'll let you know. Electric fire build.
Electric fire build, yes.
That's what I've been rocking.
I figure the sieges are ice this week, so fire, electric for whatever. Electric seems kind of good around the board. Electric's good because, like, it can still be effective against fire and ice. Neither of them are resistant to it, but it also does extra damage to electrical mobs because electric is weak to electric. So
you're part of that one? Yes. Good. Now what did you tell Elijah? Just lied to me. I told
Lovely tactics as always.
I understand.
Amazing.
And I am ready for it.
The season's about over.
what do we got? A couple weeks left, right? End of May?
Yeah. I made a bunch of new stuff.
This is extremely valuable. What was all that? Because take care of your
I didn't say anything. But you don't. Yes. Before Fink could answer or do anything, his neck was snapped. A brunette, brown eyed fell to the ground.
How long does the event last?
Like the middle of May, I think.
So there's both ending around the same time?
The little steppers thing ends mid-May, and then I think the season, / battle pass is like the last day.
26th, I believe.
Oh, there you go.
So probably new boss.
Get wrecked.
Yeah, we're at the last part.
Almost forgot.
Lovely tactics, as always. Amazing.
Yeah. Mother is acting to speak. We went to visit the benefit prison. I asked Elena what Mother spoke to me. She said that Mother had apologized, which there was a problem with doing. Hey Emma. Elijah quick.
I feel honoured to have taken part in this momentous occasion.
Amelia motioned for her to enter. Amelia was thoroughly confused by the event. Elijah was questioning Nadia as Rebecca and Amelia waited for Catherine to wake up. They had injected her with human blood via needles to help her regain her strength. Did you know if Catherine had a daughter? Yes, but not a vampire one who was going to land on our doorstep. How do you think Catherine will... Can you not talk about me like I am not... Sorry. Here, have... What happened? One at a time. The day in the morning I was...
We back.
I figured that Elena would be sleeping, so it was safe to be out. But I ran into your mother and she asked to talk about something that she and Elena had discussed the day before. Since I was acting as Elena, I agreed to go with her. She proceeded to thank me and remind me that I wasn't supposed to say anything to you guys. But then your brother Finn came.
Kane's in here making some work.
I'm putting him to work for sure.
Esther said some smell and I was knocked out. When I woke up, I was in some abandoned building with Elena and Finn. They were talking about how Esther is going to be killing all of them. Are you sure you heard right? Does Finn know that you heard the Yes. That's why he made Elena call. He was going to make sure that you didn't know anything of the plan. What they didn't expect was you realizing that it was Elena and not me. Just as I was about to tell you about Esther, Finn snatched the phone from me and cut the call. Then Nadia came and saved me. Finn and Elena were... Are you sure she... Why will anyone pretend...
There's a siege up. No,
right.
It's gone.
Elijah, we have to get to... Mother will be...
Wasn't mine.
How can you be sure that it will be tonight? Elijah questioned.
You can do sieges.
It's a full moon. Mother will use it to draw power. Amelia explained. Nadia, stay with her. We don't know if Finn will be back for her. Elijah ordered. Beaker, come with me. Amelia, go find our brothers. Nadia, I started. I'm not an imposter. She interjected. 4. What are you thinking about, Elijah? Damon and Bonnie are obviously working with Esther. Elena.
Darts barred.
It was evening time. But instead I saw Joanna and Stefan. Hey MIA. Hey guy. We are kind. They were here a while ago. Klaus went out with Caroline to talk about something. Okay, thanks.
Are you joining Kane?
Yeah.
I stepped out of the grill and I saw Nick and Caroline talking together. As I took a step towards them, I felt a sharp pain in my chest. I clutched at my chest over the knit sweater I was wearing.
Not a fat man has begun a quest.
We were linked, so it must have been one of my other siblings. I saw Nick wince as he felt the same pain. He must have known who it was about since he took off towards the alley at the back of the grill, but not... I followed him to see Alaric dragging a daggered coal. Leave them. Nick saw to our...
Electro-susceptible. I'm trying that one perk on the shell. Vindictive Streak 5. Land a weakness exploiting attack. Boost your crit hit damage by level 5 for 25 seconds.
I quickly dialed her number and waited impatiently.
Yeah, some of these enchantments you can just turn into quests. See if you can activate it.
I am stuck babysitting a spoiled bitch who also stabbed me in the back in his car. Elena, there is no use hiding from me. I decided to call up Catherine to see if she knew where Mother and... Hey Cat, I was wondering if you knew where my mother was going. She said something about drawing power from... Thanks. They are at the witch Hilda Third. My sisters, I want to thank you for doing this.
Wow.
It is our duty to
taking
maintain
me
balance.
Thank you.
Do you need us? I need... What is the pentagram for? The pentagram represents...
They, come on, the voice. They, it locks through the story, which, oh. Damn, primary attack and power modes, bitch. Yeah, they, like, explained it in the fucking, the little, conference they did. Well, they did like a little live stream and they said something about it. Basically implying like it will unlock later, but it seems like a way to get you to buy a voice. Well, you know, where you can spend $15.
Tactics, as always. Amazing.
Oh my god, having your fucking square in power mode sucks balls.
Seems like the goddess of war favors you as well.
God.
Honestly, I'm a bit jealous.
Nothing like a good milk and cookies.
Milk and cookies. Basically, yeah. Well, we don't want to give away any spoilers, but it's story based. You know, there's a reason. There's a reason it locked. Exactly.
It's basically just the voice for the story quest. I didn't want to pay for a voice. Maybe once they add more to the game.
Underwater and in power mode. Oh, even better. Super slow. Super slow. The natural slow motion.
Esther said to her children, "Did you forget that I am part of the child?" Amelia said with a wicked grin. Amelia started chanting and the wind picked up around her. Torches flared and Amelia
Chest over here.
But nothing.
Back down in the water to the left. Well, if you go back, it'll be on your right.
Your magic, however strong, won't work.
I'm getting a bad feeling about what's ahead.
Living and dead. And every each spirit wants only one thing now, to bring balance back in nature. To get rid of nightmares. Esther shouted over the hill. The wind died down and Amelia stood in the sky.
Yeah. After this one, I'm gonna have to get off here and make dinner.
Alright.
Oh, we're definitely catching me up.
Right now.
seriously creepy. Abby murmured as they entered the abandoned witch house. Yeah, it is.
Forced and sea dance. Forced and sea dance. It's probably coming next.
I feel honoured to have taken part in this momentous occasion.
Don't stop this. Rebecca is going to have me around. Streamin told her. I can't stop her. Bonnie protected her. She is channeling power from his own bloodline, dead and living. I am so sorry, Bonnie, but we have to do this. Came from, and within seconds you fed Abby his blood and snapped her neck. Abby! Bonnie exclaimed, rushing to her mother's side. No! Sisters, don't leave me. Esther exclaimed suddenly when she felt the link cut. Her link with the Bennett witches was cut off when Abby died, with vampire blood in her. As the torches flared, Bill grabbed Esther.
What happened?
And disappeared. What the hell just happened? I'll ask, shocked with the